You ever wonder what exponential equations and balloons have in common? Well, watch till the end and I'll guarantee you still won't know the answer. Alright, so let's get started here. So I have some notes for you if you want to check these out. Some steps in solving these exponential equations. How do I know this is an exponential equation? That's the biggest question. Check out this exponent right here. This exponent has a variable in it. Boom. Your lights are flashing, going off. That's how you know you're going to follow these steps right here. Let me walk you through them. Step 1. Isolate the exponential expression on one side. That's already done, right? There's nothing else. This does not say 7x plus something. This does not say 7x minus something. It's all by itself. It's like that one song. Anyways, alright, so let's rewrite this. So 7x equals 60. Step 2, we take the logarithm. And whatever log you choose to take, make sure it has the same base. So for example, I could take the natural log of both sides. That's a fun one. And I'm just curious, when we take the natural log, that's really log. What's the base of that natural log when we write natural log? Alright, so you should know that that's log base e. So that's just, we're getting fancy. We're getting fancy up in here. So we're taking the natural log of both sides. But again, it's your choice. Alright, so why would we want to do that? Well, look what happens, right? The next step, it says, use the power property of logs. So the power property, when you're reading the log Bible in page 723, article 7, it says, thou shalt move the exponent out to the front. Boom. So let's go ahead and let's move that exponent out to the front. And then you're left with the natural log of 7. All right, now we're getting somewhere. And that equals the natural log of 60. And what I want to tell my friends is that if you want, you could put that argument in parentheses. And what I want to tell people, a lot of people mess this up. This ln of 60, this represents one number. Not two numbers, but one number. This is glued together. So when I plug in ln of 60 in my calculator, it's just going to give me one number. That's it. Alright. When I plug in the ln of 7, I punch that into my calculator, it just gives me one number. That's it. Alright. So here what we have is we have one number times x. Alright. So if you have one number times x, how would you get rid of this number? Well, we would just divide it. So let's do this. Don't make this complicated. Don't. So we're going to divide by ln of 7. And we're going to divide this by ln of 7. I almost thought about naming my kids ln.
Boo! You stink!
Alright, getting back to business here. Let's go ahead and cancel out these natural logs. Let's get those mother suckers out the way. And you're left with x. Oops. You're left with x. Some of you wish you could be left with your x.
Oh no, he didn't.
And that's equal to the natural log of 60 divided by the natural log of 7. So I'm going to punch this into my calculator. Alright, I wish I was cool like that. But let me punch this into my calculator that I have on my big screen. My big 52-inch screen. And I'm left with 2 point, let's round it to 4 decimal places, 1041. Bam. If you want a video showing how to use this guy, comment down below and I'll make it for you. Alright? I'll show you all the hacks, the tricks, And what's coming in 2021? All right, 2021. All right, so there's our solution. All right, there's example 1. Let's step it up a notch. All right, example number 2. And some of you checking out my SJSU beanie, right? First school I got kicked out of. Don't worry, I made it back. I made a comeback, got my degree. Want to know more? You know what to do. All right, so we're going to solve for x. But remember, first things first, isolate the exponential expression. Here it is. Let's isolate it. So let's go ahead and move this 820 to both sides. So let's subtract 820 from both sides. So we're left with 10 raised to the power of 5 plus 2x. All right, let me go ahead and plug this into my calculator. So we get 48,780. All right, now the exponent has been isolated, right? Sorry, the exponential expression has been isolated. The mood is set. So now let's jump in here and let's take the log of both sides. Any log you want. But check this out. The base here is 10. So it makes sense if I just take log base 10 of both sides. Makes a lot of sense to me, but I'd rather make some dollars. So make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. No, I'm just kidding. I was on a roll. All right. So we'll take log base 10 of both sides. Bam. All right. And when I hit that log button in my calculator, right, that's what it is. It's log base 10. And what's nice is what's about to happen to these mother suckers. Boom. That's right. They cancel. So you're left with 5 plus 2x equals, and this just represents a number, right? This is a number. It's an ugly number, but it's a number, all right? Don't act like you too good for that number. So let me just copy it down exactly the way it is. I don't have to write that base, right? We understand it's base 10. All right, so let me do a little YouTube magic here. Let me grab this problem. Oops. Dang, I forgot to hit group. I always do that. Let me group it. Let me shrink it. Oh, I'm shrinking myself now too. I'm shrinking. All right, I'm back with vengeance. So now we're going ahead and we're solving for x here. So let's go ahead and subtract 5 from both sides. So now we are left with 2x, and that equals log of this big number here. Time out. Time back in. I had to make sure that song wasn't copyright, or else my producers would have been very upset with me. All right, and we subtract 5. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And this is our solution, folks. X equals log of 48,780, close parentheses, minus 5. All that over 2. So let's punch this into the calculator and let's see what we get. Here's a big tip, pro tip for you. When you're entering this into the calculator, make sure that you plug all this in its own parentheses. All right, and then divide it by 2. Again, if you want to see me do these, comment down below. All right, so let me get my calculator out and let's do this, Johnny. So let me punch this in, carry the 1, divide by the square root of 7. All right, there we have it. So we end up with, drum roll please, approximately negative 0.1559, negative 0.1559. And I'm so shocked that my face is frozen. Steve, can you edit this? Son of a... All right, mathletes, so hopefully that was helpful. If you found that helpful, don't forget to give it a like. Is that right? Yeah, it's a like. Subscribe. If you want to see a harder problem, comment down below. Let me know what's on your mind, and I'll see you in the next video.